messes me up.
All right, so all right, you like someone, and they say y'all are on the phone, and then they say, all right, I want to call you. I'm gonna call you back, and then
and it's texting just has that about it, like. I don't know. Texting really is texting is confusing because most people always have their phone on them. So when you text somebody and they don't text back, it's confusing as to whether or not they're just not by their phone or they are.
But is that even something that you need to be worrying about?
But that's something I worry about. Like, and that's where I think I mess up is because like I'll text somebody, be like, what are we doing tonight? Whatever. And then I don't get anything back. And then I always want to be like, so, like, remember me? Like, hey, comes across as not desperate, but like, instead of just waiting for that person to.
And you're like, am I being foolish? Am I being foolish because I text, like, waiting? Is waiting being foolish? Or is being like, hey, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm here.
But then it's like if you've already made the conversation that you guys are gonna hang out, somebody's got to make it happen. And if I'm trying and you're not bringing it back, then I just either tell me we're not gonna hang out or answer me. Like, damn it.
If that doesn't happen, what? Then what?
Then you're a failure at life and you sit at home.
You have the right to be mad.
That makes me mad though, because I just if we're not gonna do something, tell me we're not gonna do it. Don't wait 5 hours and then be like, my bad. I don't think. Like, I need to know I need to know if, which way it's gonna go. Like, instead of me sitting around waiting, hoping, or like either acknowledge the fact that. And it's like with texting, I don't know if it's just because I'm not a phone talker. Like, I wouldn't instead of just calling a person, I would just wait for a text. And
it's hard to wait for text.
It is hard to wait for text. This new technology is killing.
Especially now that we're just like, hey, give it. Yeah. And it's made that way. It's made so that you can be like, hey, what you doing? Nothing. I'll call you back in 10 minutes. But if you don't do that.
And it's like, and since I know how I am, like sometimes I avoid text. So then you're like, oh, is this person avoiding my texts?
I think we've all been there before.
Mm-hmm. And then,
especially if you know me, haha.
Oh gosh, that's a whole nother video.
I got 40 messages on my voicemail, still waiting to be heard.
His voicemail box is full, and he is perfectly content with that. Hey, girl, I'm stranded on the side of the road in Arizona, but you won't even know it because your voicemail is full.
At this point, you can't even leave that message because it says,
exactly.
This phone call is...
Call again.
Yeah.
This is the voicemail.
It has been that way since October.
What if I'm going to be stranded somewhere and I'm going to try to call you? I guess I'm going to call somebody else.
You have to call someone else. You go, write it on Facebook.
I know that's right.
I'm on there a lot and I check it now like all the time. So I'll be like, status update. Oh, notification. Stranded. Daughter. Deserted island.
Oh, it goes to your phone?
Yeah, it'll say
you
like...
shouldn't have told me that. What you doing? What you doing now? What about now? Remember me? Hey, girl.
You put that on my Facebook.
I did.
That made me laugh a lot. Yeah.
Why? Oh, because I was sitting here. I'm like, maybe he forgot about me.
Remember me? And it's funny because it went to my phone, so...
Because I text you and your ass didn't answer, so I'm like, maybe if I Facebook him, he'll see it. That's when people get in trouble. You ignore my text, but you answer my Facebook.
You're like, I don't get it.
I said, I'm not a phone talker. Like, unless I'm calling you for a specific
actually,
reason.
I could be that way. Like, you'll call and I won't answer, and I'll be like, call you later. Go out, what up?
Unless I'm calling you for a specific reason, I don't like to talk on the phone. Unless some people, people.
Unless you're...
No, just some people you can call just with nothing to say and the conversation will be awkward. But you have to know that you're... Like with you, when we first started
talking.
Like, yeah, then I would feel like I had to call you with something in mind, like to ask you a question or to whatever. Otherwise, there would just be dead silence.
Right, and not just be like, hey, what you doing?
Yeah, but now I can call you or you can call me and just not to say anything. And we're not phone talkers at all because we'll sit there for 5 minutes, not say anything, and just be like, okay, bye.
And then I hang up without even saying
Exactly.
bye.
You don't even say bye. What's the point of being on
I'm
the
the
phone?
worst. I'm the worst when it comes to phones,
No,
texting.
I don't know.
I can see your halo, halo, halo.
I almost like hanging out with you. Almost.